So let's take a look at question 21. A correlation of R equals 0.85 is found between weekly sales of firewood and cough drops over a 1-year period. Which of the following is true? Before I read the prompts, I want to reread the scenario so that I really understand it and maybe record a few facts or mutter a few facts to myself. A correlation of R equals 0.85. Now, I remember correlation is between -1 and 1. 0.85 is pretty close to 1, and 1 is that perfect linear relationship. This is positive, of course, and it's a high number compared to 1. So this feels like there's a strong correlation, positive correlation. Now remember, correlation is about the fit to a linear relationship. So always keep that in your mind. Is this matching a linear relationship? Because you can have something that looks really nice, but isn't a curve. So R is only good for predicting straight lines. But it does seem like that's a high number and it's positive. So there's a good straight line, positive slope relationship between sales of firewood and sales of cough drops. So that's what I feel from looking at the numbers. The number, strong, positive linear relationship. Well, now when I read the options, I mean, that's staring at me, right? There is indeed a pretty strong positive linear relationship between the two things. So I certainly do want to accept that one as true. I don't know what the word pretty strong means, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll accept it. Maybe strong should only be 0.9 and higher, but pretty strong is somewhere between 0.7 and 0.85. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Strong, yeah, strong enough. Positive, definitely. Linear, yes, because R's are all about the linear relationship. Fire must be the cause of coughing. Well, maybe it is and maybe it isn't, but we don't want to draw causality out of correlation. Correlation only gives us an association, a relationship. It doesn't say this causes that. Because what if we said there's a strong positive relationship between cough drops and sales of firewood? Would you say that buying cough drops creates firewood? Right? Does buying cough drops create the desire to buy firewood? It doesn't, causality, this isn't causal, it's just two observations. So you can't do causality. So this one we go, nope, no good, no thanks. That doesn't make any sense. Third option here, temperature is a possible lurking variable that is behind this relationship. So interesting. So we need to know that a lurking variables are things that are behind. What they're doing is the lurking variable is affecting both of the things we're actually observing. And that's probably or could be the cause of the relationship, or at the very least, it's another association amongst all of these things. And when they remind us of temperature, you go, oh yeah, the wintry months is when people get sick and need cough drops. Wintry months, colds, flus, etc. And in wintry months, people who, you know, have fires for heat are going to need more firewood. So people get sick in the winter when the temperature goes down, and people need warmth in the winter when the temperature goes down, and some of them buy firewood for that warmth. So really what's happening is temperature is driving both of the variables that we've observed. So if it's driving it, but it's something we didn't observe, that's the definition of a lurking variable. There are all kinds of variables it only lurks if if there seems to be a reasonable deduction that it has something to do with the variables we did observe, right? Time of day, I don't think that has much to do with when you use cough drops and when you need firewood. How tall you are, right? Those are variables, but they're not lurking in this scenario. So I accept the third option as true also. That's one that I think works. I can't eliminate either the first or the third. So it looks like I need to circle the fourth option as being the answer. The only reason I might be a little worried is that word pretty strong, but I'm just going to drive that out. I'm not going to worry about it. Strong positive linear relationship. 4 of my words are 3 of my 4 words I'm certain of. 0.085 is big. It is certainly positive, and correlations only predict linear relationships. So yes, and of course, the weather, the temperature, makes a lot of sense as a lurking variable here.